They'll start by running the option away. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Play action this time with Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing. Love. Out to the left here to Reed. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now Love going to change things up. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Corral with it on 1st down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally
Corral lost it. The ball is out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14. Broncos nothing. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At their own 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and then on the... Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Corral. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Corral yet again going to throw it over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Back to throw, Corral. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Corral. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they make...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agreed to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To the air again, Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. In motion left, that's Reed.
22 middle. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10.
10 cycle.
Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On 3rd down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Miles Jack with a sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Shot. 17. Green Jack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On for the extra point is Folk. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. You think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Corral now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Corral. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Corral on 1st down. Open man, completes it to Claypool. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me. He's got him in, complete. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 31 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Pack. And now a fumble. The ball's out. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The Corral trying to get things reset quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Corral looking to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And Love wants to shift things around. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing here, Corral. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep.
That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A 63-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Flushed, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Third and long. Here's Corral. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
A gain of 9. It's fourth down.
Going for it on fourth down. Corral. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Corral sets up play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Courtland Sutton with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Love looking to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, has popped up in the air. I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Working out of the gun. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Packers.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off play action. Here's Corral. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Corral. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Corral. He completes this to Sutton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The first down throw here for Corral. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Chase Claypool, 35 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This taken in at the goal line. Now they can't bring him down. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the option, Love will hang on to it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now Love going to change things up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short throw to Musgrave. Oh, able to avoid him. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
10 cycles. Set, huh?
Love, they go play action now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Preston Smith there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Pushes him aside at the 45. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th-quarter lead. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. And now they'll shift things around.
Fight, 97. Ready.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Corral. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Play action here. Corral. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Corral. Room here to run. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Corral going to look to throw it.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Try to take this home. They'll run. He will push his way down to about the 14. Well, CD for the losing side.